effect. Achieve things out of mind.
If you are hearing this, you are the resistance, and you are not alone. There are pockets of atoms spread throughout the planet. We are going against the function. The divisive tactics that they use to pit us against each other will be exposed. We are not machines, we are human beings. Join the atom effect. Join the movement.
This is the atom effect. Achieve things out of mind.
If you are hearing this, you are the resistance, and you are not alone. There are pockets of atoms spread throughout the planet. We are going against the function. The divisive tactics that they use to pit us against each other will be exposed. We are not machines, we are human beings. Join the atom effect. Join the movement.
This is the atom effect. Achieve things out of mind.
If you are hearing this, you are the resistance, and you are not alone. There are pockets of atoms spread throughout the planet. We are going against the function. The divisive tactics that they use to pit us against each other will be exposed. We are not machines, we are human beings. Join the atom effect. Join the movement.
This is the atom effect. Achieve things out of mind.
If you are hearing this, you are the resistance, and you are not alone. There are pockets of atoms spread throughout the planet. We are going against the function. The divisive tactics that they use to pit us against each other will be exposed. We are not machines, we are human beings. Join the atom effect. Join the movement.
This is the atom effect. Achieve things out of mind.
If you are hearing this, you are the resistance, and you are not alone. There are pockets of atoms spread throughout the planet. We are going against the function. The divisive tactics that they use to pit us against each other will be exposed.
Don't never let anybody take your belief in yourself away from you because they hurting inside. Don't you never let nobody do that. Always believe in who you are in the darkest moments, man. In the darkest moments, when you at that pain, when you at the bottom, know that you're gonna get back up. But you gotta believe it.
It took me 10 years to learn this, but I will teach it to you in 1 minute. 1, life waits for nobody. Get up every day and keep pushing through no matter what. 2, make sure you take good care of yourself. If something happens to you, the world will move on and you will fall behind. 3, if you don't work to build your dream life, someone will hire you to build theirs. 4, work in silence. Celebrate in private. People love to ruin things. 5, don't regret your past. Just learn from it and move on. 6, no one cares. Work harder to become better each day. 7, ignore advice from anyone who doesn't live the life you want to live. 8, rule over your emotions. A calm mind can handle any situation. 9, if you find someone better than you, don't hate. Ask them for advice and cooperate with them. 10, you're truly at peace with yourself when you mind your own business.
Shout out to you if you tuned in, man. If you tuned in, you are the resistance. You are the core. This is the Blac Pill podcast. Yeah, man, we in the building, man. Hold on. My bad, y'all. Man, I've been in here since 9:40, ready to go, having computer issues. Even now, I'm trying to figure out what's wrong with Facebook. I might be banned on Facebook. Ninja. I'm assuming, though. I'm assuming the worst. You gotta assume the worst. I'm assuming the worst, that I'm banned on Facebook, or I probably took too long to get in, so my stream, my live stream is probably locked. I'm assuming that's what it is. Past that, damn, yeah, I've been in here since 9:40 trying to fix this issue. Let me see if I can pull up Facebook one more time. Let me see. Hold on. We're gonna see what happens. I'm pretty sure if I was banned, they let me know. Hopefully I can get it going. If I can't get it going, I'll just unlock it after the show. Let me see. Edit post. Yeah, it's not letting me edit it. Hold on. Let me see something real quick. Why is my Facebook... Hey, you guys answer the poll in the chat. We got a good show for you guys today. Why is my Facebook live stream locked? Not. Let me see. Private. Why is my Facebook live stream private? Because it was really a privacy setting other than public. Check the blah blah blah. Not letting me change it. 1 second, y'all. Like I said, in the meantime, between time, let me play a video for you guys. Answer the poll in the chat, man. Today's episode is about Cardi B admitting she be in jail if she hadn't divorced Offset. Ninja. It's getting crazy out here, people. It's getting crazy out here. Let me see what I'll play for you guys. I'm gonna play Poop in Hand. Here we go.
I've never shitted in a tissue before.
You touch shit every single day if you shit.
Why are you touching the shit? The tissue is for the shit.
So you telling me that y'all just let the doodle fall in the toilet? Y'all don't catch it every time? Yo.
I am about to leave, bro.
How do y'all take a shit? I must have seen this shit wrong.
My nigga.
I've been catching my shit all these years.
Nah, I'm more disgusted than I feel like I can't continue.
What are you talking about?
My stomach
So
is
hold on,
turning.
so y'all just sit there and shit come right out. No way.
What happens if you got the runs or something like that?
Yo,
what do you do then?
That shit, you wash your hands. Why do you think people wash their hands?
Yo, you shit in your hand, bro?
With tissue.
Yeah, bro. It's ninjas like that out here in these streets. Yeah, so man, I'm thinking what it is I came in too late after I made the stream because it took me about 30 minutes to get in here. I almost had to create a whole new room. Shit, I'm trying to see what I could do. Let me see. Is there anything I could do? Shoot. Let me see live. There might be nothing I can do. It's okay. Like I said, I'll just have to show it afterwards. I'd rather show it now. Let me see live. See y'all. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I don't see what I can do here to fix this situation. Settings, quality. No, it's not about the quality. Yeah, I don't really think there's much I can do with Facebook. So Facebook's going to have to miss the morning show because we got to keep pushing and persevering for success. Correct? Correct. Yep, it is what it is. You can't get stuck on too many things. I mean, like I said, you make mistakes. Sometimes people make mistakes. Like I said, they'll see the playback. Let me pull myself up in here. Hold up. Where we at, people? Let me see. Boom, I'm in here. Yes, sir. What up, everybody? Should I cut the light on? I'm a little bit tired. Should I cut the light on? Boy, we looking old. Damn, I'm looking old.
But what the hell,
Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm looking old. Should I cut the light on? I got oil on my face. Man, I might. Hey, should we cut the light on? I don't know. It's dark up in here. I think I'm going to cut the light on. Hold on. Let me cut the light on. All right. Is that a bit better? Nope. I'm darker up in here. Hey, it is what it is, bro. Like I said, we in the building. Shout out to you if you aren't here. We're streaming on Facebook, Twitch, Rumble, and YouTube. What up, everybody? Shout out to Rumble and YouTube and Twitch. You guys are going to see the show today. They're going to miss the show, but I guess we'll focus on YouTube. YouTube, what it is, man. We in the building. Rumble, we in the building. My bad for being in here late, bro. Like I said, I've been ready to go since 9:40. Now I know don't take too long with the scheduled stream or else it's going to mess up on Facebook. But the question is, was Cardi B right to leave Offset for her mental peace? Vote and tell us what you think. Yeah, y'all answer the poll. In the chat. Drop a like and leave a comment. Let's get started with today's show, man. We be in here for an hour. Like I said, I came in late. We would have been in here for an hour and 20, but it's all good. We'll be in here for an hour because I got shit I gotta do. And then I guess we'll push the live stream tonight, maybe till 7. We'll push it till 7. Yo, yesterday, guys, imagine yesterday I was at the gym, bro. The gym light, like the power in the gym. Excuse me, it just cut off out of nowhere, bro. I was like, whoa.
What the hell, bro?
Imagine me sitting in the sauna, closing my eyes, and I hear people screaming, and everything went dark, and I was confused. I thought it was over for, bro. I thought it was over for. I thought that was it. I thought they came to do me in, bro. Oh, shit. My bad, y'all. Damn, like I said, more bullshit. Hold on. Yeah, bro, I thought they came to do me in. Let me fix that. My fault. Yeah, bro, I thought they came to do a ninja in because everybody's screaming. I'm like, yo, what's going on? And yeah, the power went out. All right, so we back in here. It's been a lot of bullshit today. It's always bullshit. If you do content creation, I'm here to tell you, be ready to deal with a lot of bullshit, okay? Let me see something. Let me reset this. Reset. I mean, we could go like this. Really, we could go like this. All right. Yeah, like I said, man, you do content creation, be ready to deal with a lot of bullshit. Anyways, let's get into today's show. I might go baldy today. I think I'm gonna go baldy. My head's hot. Yeah, man, we bald, man. Damn. Going bald, I can't believe this shit. It sucks getting old, people. Shout out to my dad. My dad used to tell me that. But yeah, man, we got some things we gotta cover. First things first, shout out Charleston White. He said ninjas can't go to set tripping because baby mama got athletic ninja with that thunder PP. Now he ready to be a gay gangster in prison for catching a body over a 304 he wiped up. The twist is she was a good, committed, faithful, and loyal whole housewife mama. Ninja. I'll tell you a joke. But, and you guys can finish the rest. Shout out to Charleston White, man. Hey. Shout out to Charleston White. Hold on. Let me make a quick post on Facebook. Like I said, y'all answer the poll in the chat, bro. We about to get started. Let me make a quick post on Facebook. First off, let me hide my DMs before you people see who I talk to. Let me hide my DMs. Like I said, today's episode, Cardi B and Offset. Let me go do that post on Facebook real quick. 1 second, y'all. Bear with me. You gotta learn to be resourceful. Let me learn to be resourceful. 1 second, guys. Bear with me since Facebook is messing up. I hate when these things mess up, but I mean, it's part of the game. It's a learning experience. It helps you to learn. I'm gonna take this one. There we go. And I'm gonna go right here. Yeah. Let me see. Technical difficulty issues with morning show today on Facebook. If you want to listen in, come on. Here is the link. And I just gave the YouTube link. Should I do hashtags? I'm gonna put hashtag Cardi B, hashtag Cardi B, hashtag Offset, hashtag Stephon Diggs. Next, we can see my post, share the group, post. Okay, and we are good. We in the building. Yep, we good. After that, I'm gonna share that real quick. My bad, guys. I had to do my own marketing, and you know, today's course correction, so I'll give you guys some game. Hey man, shamelessly promote yourself, y'all boys and girls. Shamelessly promote yourself, because if you don't, nobody will. So shamelessly promote yourself. Let me see. We'll just leave it right there. Yeah, so like I said, back to the show. Yeah, man, we got a lot to cover. Let's get into it. Let me find my rhythm. Let me find my groove. This is the main thing that we're going to discuss in a little bit, where she says weak female rappers were using the fact that Offset was cheating against her. And here's a little bit of an excerpt, if you will.
Was becoming a liability. You know how many weak ass rap bitches, from the biggest to the lowest, I feel like all they had, because, you know, a bitch can't sub me for nothing. A bitch can't talk shit about me for nothing. You know what I'm saying? I'm a bad bitch from head to motherfucking toe. Bad bitch from head to toe. I could rap. I do numbers.
She's gang affiliated. Got the bloods ready to die for her. Yeah, like I said, man, we're going to discuss that in the main event. Let's continue. First things first, we have Florida meteorologists. And this is Law and Order with Black Adam. This is what this segment is called. But yeah, we have Law and Order meteorologists. I said Law and Order. We got Florida meteorologists warning viewers that the government cuts will impact weather predictions.
But what the hell, boy?
Let's see what this is about. Hold on, my bad. I accidentally hit the applause.
And
here we go.
As you've grown accustomed to my presentations over my 34 years in South Florida newscasts, confidently, I went on TV and I told you it's going to turn. You don't need to worry. It is going to turn. And I am here to tell you that I am not sure I can do that this year.
What's going to turn, though?
Because of the cuts, the gutting, the sledgehammer attack on science in general, and I could talk about that for a long, long time, and how that is affecting.
My bad, y'all. Hold on. I touched something.
And as you've grown accustomed to my presentations over my 34 years in South Florida newscasts, confidently, I went on TV and I told you it's going to turn. You don't need to worry. It is going to turn. And I am here to tell you that I'm not sure I can do that this year. Because of the cuts, the gutting, all
right, let me stop touching shit. So basically, he can't. The government cuts are gonna mess up his job, is what he's saying. I don't know, bro. I don't know. Hey, it's tough out here for everybody, bro. It's tough out here for everybody. I don't know what's going on. Let me see if we run it back one more time.
And as you've grown accustomed to my presentations over my 34 years in South Florida newscasts, confidently, I went on TV and I told you it's going to turn. You don't need to worry. It is going to turn. And I am here to tell you that I am not sure I can do that this year. Because of the cuts, the gutting, the sledgehammer attack on science in general, and I could talk about that for a long, long time, and how that is affecting the U.S. Leadership in science over many years, and how we're losing that leadership, and this is a multi-generational impact on science in this country. All right.
Hey, man. Shout out to President DJT. Yeah, bro. I mean, hey, where I'm at on the socioeconomic scale, I don't see these things, so I don't know really what to say. Anyways, in other news, we have Shaq admitting, well, first off, let me start by saying this. Yeah, man, everybody's going through it, bro. We going through it. It's about to be crazy. It's not going to get better. I'm not saying it's going to get worse, right? But it's not going to get better. In other news, we have Vic Mensa discussing mental health. So Vic Mensa became emotional discussing the pressures of being an artist in today's economy. Yeah, man, imagine being an independent artist with no support except from the people that say, hey, I like your shit, keep going. They don't give you no donations. They don't give you nothing out here. I literally got to monetize to make my own money just so I can put food on the table, just so I can start pushing out music again. But it's all good. You got to keep pushing and persevering. Here's Vic Mensa.
In the shower, just thinking about the weight of being an artist in a time when work is so devalued and depreciated. The impact on the mental health of artists the streaming era is creating. I remember I saw James Blake was launching that platform Vault, where he was having artists put their catalogs unreleased up, and I saw a comment on it that was like, why would I pay $10 to one artist when I could pay $10 for all artists ever? And at the time I was like, you know, that's so fried of a mentality, but like today it kind of hit me like how impacts the mental health of artists. People feel like you're not worth $10. You know what I'm saying?
All right, brother. Chill, brother. I get it, though.
What the hell, boy?
I get it, though. I understand what he's saying, but that's the thing. When you got money, you could pop shit. So, you know, unfortunately, they changed the game on us. And I mean, we seen it coming. A lot of artists seen this coming because it's like, what's the point of paying for the artist, right? Personally. And the idea was to have more control. And that's the whole thing with every industry. They want control over the people. So you can't make too much money as an artist. They recently actually just came out with this thing. They said they passed a bill in New York where now you're not going to get paid 0.001%. No, 1 cent. 0.00. Y'all heard what I said. 0.001 cent, right? 0.001 pennies for each stream. They said supposedly now you're going to get paid 1 penny for each stream. I guarantee you they'll probably change it. Because if you make 1 penny from each stream, after 1 million streams, you'll make 10 bands. Like I said, I don't think they want people to have that kind of money when it comes to the music. Because when you're an artist and you have influence, they have to put you in control because you can say stuff that will literally affect the minds of people. So the best way to control you is to control the bag. And that's why they're doing this now. It's a sad situation. It is what it is. And it's just, I think personally where it stems from is like, as we start to see more and more of the veil being lifted from society's eyes of how things really work, you know, nepotism, the idea of the government, corruption, and all these things. I feel like personally more conscious rappers are coming out, and because more conscious rappers are coming out trying to wake up the people, I think that's why they came in and said, okay, let's control the bag, so that way we can suppress the conscious rappers and focus on pushing this kind of message to the masses, especially in the case of the black community. And y'all know I could talk about that for days. And the idea is not only for black people, I'm saying all people, to wake up to what's really going on. Like I said, in today's society, you can never say too much, and you can never be brutally honest. That's why even me, I have to be mindful of what I say on here, because I can't tell y'all the truth, even though y'all want the truth. Majority of people can't handle the truth, and the first thing that happens is cognitive dissonance. So you're gonna reject and deny the truth, and I've seen it because I've done it in real time. Now things are starting to pop up to where I'm not necessarily wrong. It's not that I was right every time, but people can see the shit I was talking about because it's being shown through social media. We got cameras everywhere. But yeah, like I said, man, I think it's the rise of conscious artists is causing for I guess a disloyalty to everything that's going on or to the system, and the people who are in power are not gonna ever be okay with people being disloyal to the system. Shout out to America the Ugly. Oops, I meant the beautiful. I meant the beautiful. My bad. Yes, sir. I love this country though. I love this country. The people, I love the people that love me. I don't love everybody. I'm here to tell you right now.
But what the hell, boy?
Yeah, bro. Beethoven loved all colors. Black. Beethoven loved all colors. So I love all the people that love me. But past that, if you don't really like me, I don't really like you neither. I'm gonna be real, okay? We just gonna put that on the flow. We're gonna put that on the flow. Here we go.
It's heartbreaking, but it's hilarious at the same time. Like, not worth $10. Artists are already people that are predisposed to suicide.
All right, you see, now you just ruined the show, bro. Damn. I seen one of my shows, right? It got demonetized on Facebook because that's what they're talking about. This ninja done ruined the show. Goddamn. Here we go.
They're not funny, but that's real. To add into that, a dimension of economic inequity so profound that not even down in the showers.
Hold on.
Even the record labels know what to do about this. Like, they don't even know how to get the money right now. I was just feeling this way today, and I felt like, if I'm feeling this way, and I'm blessed to have touched millions of people with my art.
And that's the thing, bro. Like, even me, I realized, like, growing up for me, because I started making music when I was like 17, 18, right? Shout out to me. Growing up for me was realizing I'll never be as big as Drake. And I had to eat that. I had to accept it. I was like, damn, I'll never be as big as Drake as an artist because the way this is designed. I'm not throwing shade to Drake. I'm saying Drake because he's, as an artist, not saying a rapper, as a musical artist or a pop artist, whatever y'all want to put, whatever category y'all want to put him in. I can't be as big as Drake because I don't want to necessarily fall in line with the system. So I don't want to talk about what they want me to talk about. I want to talk about what I want to talk about. And I've had a record deal before. Like, I've actually turned it down. I've told people this. I have proof. I can show y'all proof y'all want to see. It's nothing major. Shout out to the record label. Y'all not getting no free promo though. And the reason why they ain't getting no free promo, because I wanted to renegotiate the deal. And they told me, they was just like, oh, we already tried to reach out to you. You said you didn't want our deal. So we're okay. We're actually accessing our other options at this time. And I was salty, but yeah, the reason why I wanted to renegotiate the deal, it was a good deal. It wasn't bad, but I felt like I could do a little bit better because around that time I had a lot of clout. And I mean, now, a lot of people think I've given up on music. It's just, I'm going to put music out, but it has to be a system behind it now. I'm not just finna loosely drop it like how I was when I was younger. When you're young, you just go off the motions and the emotions. Now that I'm older, it's like, okay, there has to be a plan behind this shit. Like, I'm not just throwing money at something, not thinking nothing's going to happen with it. Like, I'm going to put some money behind it. So to do that, I got to make sure I have my game right. Everything got to be tight. There has to be no cracks in my game, because if there's cracks in my game, it's not finna come out right. And that's what's happened over the course of time. I don't want to be dropping a song every few months. Drop a song. It's like, all right, let me get this together. Now I got the mindset, I got the vision. It's like, okay, this is how we gonna do this. But yeah, so like I was saying, I had to recognize that, okay, I'm probably gonna have to have a smaller fan base that really fuck with me. Even then, that's what made me start going towards streaming, because I realized I could build my fan base of streaming on streaming, right? So people will know me as a streamer, and then I got the music too. Somewhere, I feel like somehow they gonna meet in the middle. And a lot of people don't want to do the streaming. A lot of people can't talk. I talk all day. So like I said, I make music, so I could talk about shit all day. I write, I could write books. People have told me write books, all this kind of stuff. And maybe I will in the future. But yeah, that's the whole thing behind even me doing streaming too. Like, I enjoy talking. I enjoy talking to people. I enjoy, you know, sparking provocative thought and you know, I wonder what people think. I like understanding people. So that's just me. But besides the point, yeah, bro, I mean, it's tough. It's tough. And shout out to all the independent artists. Shout out to all the independent artists. It's tough, but I was gonna say the reason why we're also bringing this up is because Friday, like, I had somebody ask me to do a reaction video last night at like 3 a.m. because we did the reaction to Nav's album. They asked me to do a reaction to his deluxe album. I said I probably might, but I know one thing we probably do, and we do this on the Blacklist. If y'all know what the Blacklist is, it's one of my podcast playlists that's on my YouTube. The Blacklist is essentially where I do reactions to people's albums, right? And the reason why I call it the Blacklist is because, you know, you guys are going to see it. We're going to enjoy that moment, but it probably gets demonetized. It always gets demonetized because I still have to learn how to do it properly to where they won't penalize me for, you know, playing other people's music. So that's why you always hear my music on my show. But at the same time, I do it for the people because the people like to, you know, listen to music together and react to it. We can't all be with each other at the same time. You feel me? So we just do that on the Blacklist. So yeah, Friday, I believe Lil Wayne's dropping the Carter 6. So we probably do the Blacklist playlist to that one. And it's gonna be good. Shout out to Young Moolah, who birthed a lot of rappers. Let me let Vic Mensa finish what he had to say.
Have a wonderful life. If I'm feeling this way, then I know there are many smaller artists and larger.
Oh, for sure.
Dealing with the same things, man.
For sure.
And
for
the
sure.
record labels know what to do.
Hey man, shout out to Vic Mensa for bringing it out. Like I say, y'all pull up Friday. Y'all know what it is. Pull up Friday. We got Travis Hunter and his girlfriend of 5 years living in separate rooms. Ninja.
But what the hell, boy?
This is why I don't feel bad for my boy. Ninja's talk when I did the stream on Travis. Ninja's talking about I'm a simp and all that. I just say no. I just say you men are weak, and that's why women walk over you because of shit like this. Here we go.
Yeah, this is our house. We've lived here for like almost a year, right? Yeah. Almost a year. Before y'all say why we have on the rooms.
Oh, and remember y'all seen it here first on the Blac Pill. Y'all know what it is. Hit the like button, bro. You seen it here first. Gang. You seen it here first. Here we go.
Guys, we're growing adults and we need our own space. Yeah. This is my room. Me and Travis have our own room. His is downstairs, mine's upstairs. 2.
I just don't even want to be around her sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes we just need to be like away from each
bro,
other.
like,
because he gets on my nerves
bro,
and I get on his nerves. And so we need our own space. And that's
Now, I've never been married. Shout out to all my married people. I've never been married, right? But the way my life went, I've felt what it's like to be married. Like I've stayed in my, and don't do this, fellas. I'm here to tell you, don't do it. And ladies, don't get mad. Don't get mad. I gotta let them know. So I've stayed with my girlfriends before. Like I stayed in their house and shit like that. Stayed with their parents and shit like that. I've been through a lot, people. It's been the dark days, okay? It's been the dark days. Yeah. So I done stayed with my girl. I done did everything you're not supposed to do as a man, or so they say. So I felt what it's like to be married. I understand the sentiment. I'm just confused as to how you guys are already tired of each other but want to spend the rest of your life with each other, right? I gotta say it, bro. I gotta say it. That don't make no goddamn sense. So shout out to Black Madam. Black Madam annoys me, right? For those who don't know, Black Madam's my alias. Black Madam annoys me, but I don't have a problem per se staying with her in a house. And if we stay in a house, I mean, I don't have to live in a separate room. I think worst comes to worst, I can just go into a separate room. I mean, maybe that's me though. Maybe that's me. I don't know. I'm thinking like, bro, you could just go to another room. Now I understand people like their space because you feel me. I like my own space. I like my own little apartment. She got her own apartment. You know, we do what we do. But I'm saying that to say, yeah, bro, Trav, all I know is, hopefully it works out for you guys, right? I'm gonna say it like that. I want it to work out. I want love to work out for everybody I know and everybody I don't know. But if it doesn't work, my ninja, remember we told you, bro. Remember we told you. When I say we, I mean the internet. Your internet family told you to be mindful. And on top of that, you ain't signed no prenup. That was a foolish decision, my boy. Now she owns you, my boy. But let's run it back. Here we go.
okay, because we're growing. Yeah, this is our house. We've lived here for like almost a year, right? Yeah. Almost a year. Before y'all say why we have on the rooms, because we're grown.
You what?
But what the hell, boy?
You know, and we need our own space. Yeah. This is my room. Me and Travis have our own room. His is downstairs, mine's upstairs. 2.
I just don't even want to be around her sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes we just need to be like away from each
bro,
other. Because he gets on my nerves and I get on his nerves. And so we need to...
Boy, shout out to them Latino women. Boy, they pretty, boy. They pretty, boy. But hey, pretty don't mean you get a pass. Shout out to the ladies. Unfortunately, the reality of the situation is when a woman's pretty, she gets a pass. And they know it too. Shout out to the pretty ladies. That's why I be staying away. That's why I stay away, because I can't give everybody a free pass. Yeah, fellas, stay out the penitentiary, bro. I don't know how you ninjas could do it, bro. Y'all ninjas want to sit there with a bunch of men. I could never. Shout out to the Alphabet Boys and Girls. It's Pride Month. I could never. Bro. But anywho, my bad. I cracked myself up. Let us know what you think in the comment section. Don't be shy. It's all good. All right, we got a lot. My bad. We got Remy Ma. Shout out to Remy. We got Remy Ma and Usher. I'm not gonna play the music, but they said this was Pap and Eazy-E fighting over. Here we go. Wait, can I make it big? I gotta make it big so y'all can see it. Hold on, bro. Shout out to Remy. Shout out to the black women. Ninjas is scared of black women. This is why I love black women. Hold up. Whoa.
You what the hell, boy?
I'm just playing. Shout out to Remy though. Shout out to Remy. She pretty. But I ain't finna say too much because she already spoken for. It's 2 ninjas fighting over her. I don't want to be the third one. You feel me? What I was finna say? Look at Usher. Yeah, bro. Yeah, you know, Papa trying to knock me out. Hey, Pap, no disrespect to your wife, bro. And the same thing with Offset. Hey, Offset, you ever see this? Shout out to Cardi B too. I love both of you. I'm a fan, if anything, if you will. No disrespect to y'all when y'all see me say the stuff I say. I'm on the outside looking in. As they like to say, I want to be a fly on the wall. Anywho, yeah, shout out to Remy Ma. And some other news, like I said, we have an intoxicated Miami-Dade lieutenant argued with officers before being arrested for allegedly assaulting a transgender woman that he took home from 11 Miami. Ninja. 11 Miami is a club, people. Here's the footage. It might be a little bit explicit. Shout out to the Alphabet Boys and Girls. Don't shoot me. Don't get mad at me. Don't attack me. I'm just a messenger. I got no beef with y'all. Shout out to the people that's cool in that community. To the people that ain't cool, it's up and it's stuck. Go kick rocks with no shoes on. Here we go.
Okay, so tell me, what's the investigation about?
Lauren, I'm gonna have him
And y'all answer that poll in the chat before we get to the main event. Here we go.
step out. Yay or nay? Sir, can you step out for me, please?
Uh-oh.
Step out for me, please.
Uh-oh.
Step out for me completely. Yeah. Turn this way. Face that way.
Yeah, bro, that's why I tell you, gentlemen, stay away from getting in trouble. Bro, I'm telling you, people put you in a position where you want to put hands on them. Leave the situation. Now, you can't run away from all your problems, right? You can't run away from all your problems, but you got to put yourself first, bro. Put yourself first, because nobody's going to put you first out here in these streets. Here we go.
What happened? Do you know the young lady that's down the hall?
Yeah.
Yes?
So what happened?
Is that a yes or a no, sir?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Why is she acting like that?
Duh.
Shout out to the female officers. I ain't gonna lie. I mean, I don't know. I think if all else fails, I'll probably be a police officer. I don't know. I like the power dynamic. I'm just playing. Well, who knows? Am I?
The heavy-set woman, so there's no... What happened?
There's no what?
Okay. Okay. What is she accusing me of?
Okay. You guys...
Now, look, gentlemen, right here, right? Hold on. I had to hit the buzzer. Right here is where I tell y'all, bro. Like I said, police pull up on me. I plead the fifth. I have no idea what you're talking about. Arrest me if you gotta arrest me. That's it, bro. I ain't saying nothing until I have a lawyer present. And if I can't afford one should be provided to me by the whatever they say, right?
You guys met at the club, correct?
Yes.
Walk me through what happened.
Nothing.
Nothing happened?
Okay, we met, we came here, and she left my place. I asked her to leave.
Okay, so what made you bring her back to your place of residence?
Huh?
And that's the crazy part too. This lady said, what made you bring her down to your place of residence? Miss Officer, what do you think? We went to the club. We just came back from the club. We had a little drinky poo in our system. We was just like, we finna let loose. So why you think I brought this girl back to my place? To go to sleep? What are you talking about, bro? What are we talking about, people? What are we talking about? Let's continue.
What made you bring her back to your place of residence?
We just met, we came.
But what the hell, boy?
That's why I'm on my business. And that's why I keep to myself. Cause when people ask stupid questions, I want to give them stupid answers. It's like, what do you mean? What? Why would you bring so they could sleep? I guess to sleep. Whatever you believe. I don't know.
Yeah, we came back to my place of residence.
Okay.
And that's it.
And what happened inside?
Nothing.
So you guys didn't argue?
No, we didn't argue.
That boy seen a mini sausage. He seen a mini sausage. He got shook.
You just stated that
I
you
just
did.
kicked her out.
Why did you kick her out?
Because I didn't care for her.
Why didn't you care for her?
Because I didn't like her.
Okay. Did something happen inside that made
No.
you not like her,
There
or
was
that made
no
you kick her
violence
off?
whatsoever.
Ooh, this is why I stay to myself. This is why I stay to myself. Hey, bro. It's why I stay to myself, bro. I don't know what's going on no more, bro.
I didn't say if anything led up to violence. You did.
You guys are like.
And look, this is what I'm trying to tell you guys. Look, sad situation on both sides. But this is what I'm trying to tell you guys. Teachable moments. Everything that y'all see me put on here, the black pill, the metaphorical black pill, not the actual one. Smoke, mirrors, truth. Take the black pill and see for yourself. So you see how this police officer started talking to him and officially said now that he said things led to violence. He never said that. If you pay close attention, he never said that. She insinuated that. And that's why I tell you, when it comes to the police, if something happened, me personally, I'm not giving you legal advice. Me personally, if something happened, I don't know shit about shit. Just arrest me. But I'm gonna have the bag at this point. I gotta have the bag. That's why I stay to myself. So I'm gonna have the bag to bail myself out. I know my card numbers by heart in my head. Arrest me, bro. I'll bond out. Arrest me. I'm not gonna tell them the bond part. I'm gonna say just arrest me. Take me to jail. When do I get my phone call? How do I get out of here? Oh, bond set at 20,000. All right. Bond set at 50,000. All right. Like I said, and that's why y'all get y'all shit together, because y'all gotta have y'all shit together. But main thing I'm telling you is teachable moments. Don't talk to the police, bro. Like, you can talk to them if you're not doing criminal activities, but if you've done something wrong, my advice, and you feel like they're onto it, my advice, and I'm not a criminal, first off, let me start that. Don't talk to them, bro. They're not on your side, bro. They will turn around and spin something on you and say, you just admitted to this. Because everything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. Let's continue.
Standing here like if I assaulted her, I did not assault her.
Okay, so until we figure out the investigation,
There was
we're
no
let me finish.
Okay.
At the moment, we're conducting an investigation. So at this moment, my partner's gonna handcuff you until we figure out
But
what
what-
exactly
okay,
transpired.
okay,
I just explained to you, we're conducting an investigation.
And like I say, y'all don't actually know the law. So you know if you get into an altercation with somebody, let's say, you put your hands up like this, right? If you walk to somebody like this with your hands like this, I think that's an attempt. Like, that's a charge, people. A lot of people don't know that. You can look that up. So they up the charge when you actually do something to the person. That's where the assault gets added, or assault with a deadly weapon and shit like that. So for example, let's say somebody start messing with you. If you up, like, if you let's say you got a glizzy, right? You got a glizzy. If you flash the gun, I believe that's intent to commit assault with a deadly weapon. Do y'all see how that works? Do y'all see what I'm talking about? If you walk up to somebody with your hands in clothes, like you about to punch them in their shit because you mad, that's, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, I believe that's assault, people. And this is what I'm trying to tell you, where we don't actually know the laws that we think we know. We know the laws that they tell us, but in the actual legal dictionary, like, things are interpreted in a completely different way because it's like a case by case basis. So certain words, like you'll say jargon, right? Jargon means like a form of language. In the legal dictionary, you say jargon. Jargon can mean, and I'm not saying this specifically, I'm just saying in general, jargon can mean, you know, based on a given case, this specific set of language is used to describe this specific set and or motion. You see, that's how it works. And you sitting there like,
but what the hell, boy?
And that's why you have the lawyer, because the lawyer is an officer of the court. The lawyer is there to interpret whatever's going on with the legal side of things, because you think you know the legal stuff. No, you just know what everybody else knows. The actual legal stuff you don't know. Here we go.
I understand
Can
that.
you please place your hands behind?
Okay, I understand that.
Thank you.
Wow.
Turn around. Thank you.
Okay, but
Turn around. Don't resist. Don't resist.
Yeah, I felt like if this was me, they would have beat me up black and blue already. Here we go.
I never assaulted her.
Again, I'm conducting an investigation.
Yeah,
You're not under arrest. You're detained at the moment. You're detained.
Wow, this is.
Are you feeling okay? Do you need fire rescue to come and check you out?
No,
I'm asking.
But what the hell, boy?
Anywho, hopefully they figure it out, bro. Hopefully they figure it out. All right, let's see what else we got popping off. We got this big, beautiful bill that they keep talking about. It appears that the controversial Republican Congresswoman Marjorie Taylor Greene is regretting her yes vote for the big, beautiful bill. Last month, the bill passed through Congress with a 315 to a 214 vote. 2 Republicans voted no. They were Kentucky's Thomas Massie and Ohio's Warren Davidson. Spanning its 1,000 plus pages, the bill looks to offer greater benefits to the richest people of America. Shout out to President DJT. You know, people always are like, oh, you know, why you side with Donald Trump? I don't side with Donald Trump. I respect the hustle though. Past that, I mean, I'm never gonna come on here, at least, you know, now that I have some media training, you're never gonna see me come on here and blatantly disrespect the commander in chief, because I live in America. Like, what are we talking about, people? Like, are you people slow? Are you slow? Excuse me. But nah, yeah, the reason why I can respect these kind of things is because the Republican Party is very monolithic in their thinking, and they know how to stand behind each other like soldiers, whereas every other party or whatever you guys believe in, they don't. So I can respect that. I don't like the fact that the rest of the common people want to sit there and fight amongst each other while these people sit here and make change happen. So I'm not going to be mad about it. But one thing I do know is we're cooked. That's why I brought this here. We're cooked. Let me see. This is what she said. She said, full transparency, I did not know about this section on pages 278 to 279 of the OBBB that strips states of the right to make laws or regulate AI for 10 years. I've been telling y'all that AI is coming to take over. AI is going to dominate society the same way social media dominates society now. That's why I told y'all, join up, join the core. Y'all better start telling y'all friends about the core. Join the core now before it gets worse and it's too late. And they're already watching what we do, by the way. They watch what we're doing, but I'm saying before the robots start watching and then they start rounding people up for trying to go against the government, inciting terroristic acts. Now, the core is not, you know, like a terror unit or a cell unit or whatever they want to call it. The core is just a like-minded place for individuals such as me and you to congregate, right? In case shit hits the fan. So that way we know what we're going to do if shit hits the fan. Imagine, what do they call it? Like doomsday. When doomsday happens, for example, when doomsday happens, the richest people all have bunkers. Did you know that? Yep. Yeah, they do.
What the hell, boy?
Yes, they do. So the core is essentially something along the same thing. All right, so if doomsday happens, or what happens if doomsday happens, how is it going to look? Okay, this is what we're going to do. Now, there's fun aspects to the core. Like once we build it up and stuff, all we need is about 1,000 people. You know, we put a pool together, we put funds together. After we put funds together, it's like, okay, we could do shit like maybe go on a cruise or some shit, you know, fuck around. And if I'm in your city, y'all see me, we turn up, shit like that, right? That's going to be fun. But I'm saying, in case we don't get to the fun, right? We at least have a like-minded, okay, this is what we're going to do. This is what you're going to do to protect your family. This is what you should do. And you may or may not do it, but like I said, it'll still be good to have a plan, because a goal without a plan is just a wish. So yeah, she said, I am opposed to this, and it is in violation of state rights, and I would have voted no if I had known this was in the bill. We have no idea what AI will be capable of in the next 10 years, and giving it free reign and trying states Oh, and tying states' hands is potentially dangerous. Hey, bro, I've been telling y'all, bro. Nobody been listening to me. I've been trying to tell y'all, and they don't care. So like I said, UBI will officially become a thing. Now, that's not a good thing. That's not a good thing because they're going to give you scraps. They're going to give you as little as they can give you to let you survive. And my perfect example is always the idea of the poverty line, right? So the poverty line is a certain line that they put people at, and if you're below this line, you're considered in poverty. But the interesting thing about the poverty line does not increase at the same rate that inflation increases. So is the poverty line actually appropriate? Like, if you're below poverty, are you really below poverty? Are you practically homeless? Like I said, we don't know, because as far as I know, they don't directly correlate with one another. So the poverty line does not raise as inflation raises. You see that? Does that make sense? Did I just drop some bars? I don't know. Besides the point, like I said, stay safe out here in these streets, people. They said this needs to be stripped out in the Senate. Blah, blah, blah. We should be reducing federal power and preserving state power, not the other way around. Like I said, we're cooked, bro. And I told y'all. I've been telling y'all. Anyways, other things I have to show you. We got 2 more things, then we're going to get to the main event. First things first, we have a new COVID variant, MB181, quickly spreading from China to the United States, and it appears more transmissible than prior variants. Ninja.
Planning a summer trip, health officials.
Hold on. And we're going to let you guys hear about it right now. Like I said, MB181, a new COVID coronavirus variant, has quickly spread from China to the United States, appearing more transmissible than prior variants. Hold on, let me make this smaller so I can see everything. All right, here we go. And like I said, you guys, answer the poll in the chat. We about to get to the main event. Per the World Health Organization, the highly contagious strand is a recombinant of XDV151 and is similar to the dominant LP81 variant, but with additional spike protein mutations, possibly affecting its ability to evade immunity. We're cooked.
Officials want you to be aware of a new strain of COVID-19. Liz Bonus tells us about the rise in cases.
Hey there, everybody. Already public health providers say as we head into the busy summer travel season, cases of the new COVID-19 variant linked to a large surge of an outbreak in China now showing up here in the United States. To find this out, the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention conducts airport testing in several U.S. locations. When nasal swabs were taken of international travels, they confirmed what Ohio public health provider Dr. Steve Fagans told me.
It highlights the importance of surveillance.
The new COVID-19 variant, known as NB.1.8.1, is now in airport testing in California, Washington, Virginia, and New York.
But what the hell, boy?
If it's not one thing, it's another thing. Here we go.
It's also shown up in state testing in several others, including Ohio and Rhode Island. So does this mean we're going to have a summer surge of COVID-19?
Well, it's very possible.
Dr. Fagan says wastewater is now being used to check for a potential surge in local communities. The concern, he says, is while this variant does not appear to be more severe or better at working around the body's immune system compared to other variants,
but may have some better transmission.
Which means it may be able to be passed easier. We're cooked. That doesn't mean it's as deadly, though. That doesn't mean it's as deadly.
As it's been linked to some of the highest outbreak numbers, however, in other countries such as China and Hong Kong, and emergency room visits, severe cases, and deaths in Taiwan, Dr. Fagan says it's likely that the current vaccine is the best way to protect against it.
Sounds like propaganda. I don't know. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't been never mind. Let's continue. Let me see. Is there anything else? I guess last thing, and then we'll get into the main event. We got Congresswoman Jasmine Crockett running for top Democrat on House Oversight Committee. She's currently the vice ranking member. She's announced her candidacy for ranking member of the House Oversight Committee. Crockett emphasized the need for strategic, aggressive leadership to hold the Trump administration accountable and to protect the Constitution, federal workers, and American families. I don't know too much about this lady. We're going to have to do a deep dive on her. If you guys want to know about the U.S. administration, you can look to my old video We did an old live stream on Trump's Inner Circle. We did a couple live streams. I did a deep dive into who these people are. I might do a live stream maybe this Sunday on, who this person is, or maybe a deep dive into the Democratic people. Like I said, I'm an intellectual. I like to make sure the people that look like me stay educated, and that's why I do those streams. I'm not necessarily a political pundit, if you will. So I'm not like, my whole thing is not politics, right? My whole thing is not politics, but I'm saying I do those things because I like to educate people at the same time entertain. I can't read what she wrote, but she wrote a lot. Shout out to her. I have mixed feelings about her. She does come off a bit I hate to say it, ghetto. Shout out to the ghetto queens. The sad reality of it, I don't know whether or not she's doing it on purpose to make a statement, to prove that, people that are like this can do this. I don't know, but we're going to do a deep dive. I'll probably do a deep dive and discuss who she is. She's not ugly though. Shout out to her. No disrespect, lady. Democratic first lady, whoever you are. Like I said, I need more information, so I can't really say too much. All right, let's get to the main event, man. Like I said, y'all answer to that poll in the chat. Hit the like button. Cardi B admits she be in the slammer if she hadn't divorced Offset. And here we go. All right, man. So we back in here. Like I said, main event time. Cardi B admits she would have been in the slammer if she had kept effing with Offset, right? Let me see. First things first, we got Cardi B slamming the people who are, I don't know. Can you say, the SLUT word on here? I don't know if you can say that without getting banned. So people shaming her, and she says she took her time to get to know Stephon Diggs following the divorce filing with Offset. All I know is this ninja, the same ninja. She just upped the ante. Here we go.
It is so crazy. I don't understand how I was a hoe. I was married for 7 years and I was faithful for 7 years. Before that, I was engaged for 3 years. Everybody know that I was engaged to somebody that was in jail. I feel like I've been married for a very...
And also, I want to preface this by saying, guys, we don't know the full story. Shout out to all the married men and women. Now, I've never been married, but one thing I do know is I've seen things and I've heard things, and I deal with a lot of people. Somebody told me yesterday I come off as if I'm older. The reason why is because I deal with people who are older than me, because the people who are older than me teach, the people who are older than you teach you how to move. So I've been around a lot of people that are married, and I've had some insight into what goes on in marriages. And why it turns into this kind of situation. So I'm not going to say too much because I'm not going to expose it for the ladies who are trying to get married in the future. But all I'm going to say is we don't actually know what was going on the inside. As a man, if you say anything about it or if you don't say anything about it, you're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't. And that's the society we live in. Just like women, if women have a sexual past or whatever, or if women are very sexual or overly sexual, you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. One thing I want to say too is the stereotypes that men and women have of each other are very, very true. Yes, sir.
What the hell, boy?
Yes, sir. And that's why we all get affected by them, because we're basically doing like what Adam and Eve did in the Garden of Eden, where they seen themselves in a pond, or was that Lilith? Somebody, whatever in the Bible with a person seen themselves in a reflection, they was obsessed with their reflection. Except what we're doing is we're taking the negative aspects of each other's reflection. We're taking the mirror, a metaphorical mirror, of course, and we're taking a mirror and we're like, hey, look at you, this is what you do. Look at you, this is what you do. Like I said, man, I'm dropping bars today. But I'm gonna let Cardi speak. Here we go.
Very long time. You don't see stories of me being a whore and being a slut and being this and that. Just because I was a stripper, I wasn't fucking niggas. Just so many mean things that it's like, oh, I'm popping out with somebody to get other people mad, and like I'm playing a certain type of game. I don't think people realize the motherfuckers popped up with their new significant other before me. I was having a good...
But the question is, shout out to Cardi though, the question is, did they pop out in public? Or what, did you pop out in public first? Here we go.
Day on New Year's, and motherfucker pop out with their shorty on New Year's. I didn't rush to find somebody to pop out. Like, oh, where are you popping out with somebody? I'm gonna pop with somebody too. I was single September, October, November, December, January, February. I was partying. I was learning myself. I was crying a lot. There was nights and there was days that I felt like it's like they it is so crazy. I don't understand.
Hold up.
This guy got caught doing something. Oh, blah, blah, blah. It got to the point that, like, my label, they just came to a meeting, like, it's like, yo, we have to find her a therapist. Like, she's going cuckoo. And I did therapy. I decided to have my baby and everything. And it's just like, when it's the end of something, it's literally the end of something. I don't know what these men wanted me to do. Y'all wanted me to get a disease or, like, literally put a gun in my head because I was so depressed. Like, this man probably would, like, somebody could stab me, and this man probably will still do something with them.
But what the hell, boy?
All right, like I said, I understand the sentiment, but now I think you're going too far. That's. But I don't know because, like I said, I heard all kind of stories. There's ninjas out here hating their baby mama. Shout out to Offset though. I don't think that's the case here. Because based off of the nature of what we understand, you know, he wouldn't be affected if he didn't like you, right? He wouldn't be affected. As far as I know, I could be wrong. This is just my own interpretation and opinion. At the same time, this is for entertainment purposes and commentary only. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. If I don't like somebody, I'd leave them alone. I don't want to talk to them. But there's weirdos out here that want to control other people. Like I said, it's weirdos out here in these streets, Looney Tune behavior all over the place. I don't know what to believe. Here we go.
It's just no type of loyalty, no nothing. And for people to think that I'm popping up with somebody, like, to be spiteful, like, oh, try to teach somebody a lesson. I was single for a very long time.
Let's just see if it lasts. That's all I'm gonna say.
They popped up with somebody first. These men don't even realize that person posted their significant other first on their page. You just don't peep it because y'all don't give a fuck. Y'all give a fuck when I do it. Y'all don't give a fuck about when they.
And that's facts. We care about what the women do, but nobody gives a fuck about what the men do. I'm a man saying this. The only time they care is when they want to go into your wallet, gentlemen. So protect your wallet. Here we go.
Do it. I don't think people understand how tired I was. I was mentally. Oh, this guy got caught doing something. Oh, blah, blah, blah. It got to the point that, like, my label, they just can't.
All right. Let me see. We got academics discussing how, and shout out to DJ AK, discussing how Cardi B revealed she paid $600,000 a year on a babysitter and driver.
Yo, I was watching Cardi B. Listen to this. Cardi B explains. She's explaining the bills that she pays. She says Offset not contributing. And that's when I realized, I'm like, listen to this shit right here.
The kid's driver is on a retainer for $10,000 a month.
$10,000 a month for the driver. That's a.
But remember, it's not a lot to them, because if they're millionaires, supposedly they're worth, like, she worth $50 million. That's like $100,000 out of a $50 million is like maybe 10%, not even 10% of their income. That's like 1% of their income. So when we put these things into perspective, is it really a lot of money? I don't know.
$120,000 a year. I don't know. Maybe Uber would be better, but okay, cool, whatever. $120,000 for the driver. Let's go.
Coach, your school this year, you didn't pay for it. That's $45,000.
Okay, so
another thing too, women, if ladies, I gotta know. Shout out to ladies. Ladies, are you in here?
Hello.
Shout out to ladies. What I don't understand is, if you make more money, why are you not? Shouldn't it make sense that if you're the breadwinner, you should be covering majority of the bills, the same way that you want a man that's the breadwinner to cover majority of the bills? Hey, don't get mad at me. That's the whole feminist idea, right? Like, you're strong and independent. So are you strong and independent only when you want to be, or like, what's going on here? Because that's mad confusing. Like, it would make sense that you cover more of the bills, but you can't be salty about it because you make more money. Because naturally, we live in a time now where women and gentlemen, take notes. This is free game. I could charge for this. We live in a time now where women make more money than men. Now, they'll tell you that they don't. Watch me break this down. So look, think about it. Women want equal pay to men. At the same time, women want equal pay to men, which is what they're fighting for. Like, I'm trying to think, like Angel Reese said, or Caitlin Clark, or somebody said, oh, you know, we should be paid the same way. I'm the LeBron of WNBA. I should be paid the same. So they want the equal pay to men. And at the same time, they want a man who makes more money. That's fine. But let me give you this one. They want the man who makes more money to give them money. So if women want equal pay to men, so they want to be paid at the same rate, and then they want men to give them money while keeping their money at the same rate, being paid at the same amount as a man, then we have to assume now that women are making more money than men. So women have more money than men and still want them to have more. Makes no sense, bro. It makes no sense. And if what I said makes no sense to you just now, that's the conundrum that we're living in, and that's why it's not working anymore. Dating's not working because women want to be paid the same rate as men and at the same time want men to give them their money. It doesn't make sense, but there are idiots out there that's going to go for that. And then women at the same time say they want 50-50, but then be mad at you if you try to do 50-50. You can't have it all way your way, and that's the thing. Fellas, I'm here to tell you, not all, but some women will never be satisfied. So you got to just do what works for you. As a man, I tell all the men that find their way to my page, put yourself first, bro. Because at the end of the day, nobody else is going to put you first. Now, if you have kids and shit, like I said, you got a family, that's different. I'm saying as a single man, as a man in America, you walking through these streets, bro, put yourself first, because women are ruthlessly putting themselves first at all times. And nobody will shame them for it. And people are going to shame you for it, but it is what it is, bro. Keep pushing and persevering for success. Let's continue.
We have 120,000 plus 45,000. That's 165,000.
A year is 35,000.
Okay. So now we're at 120, and then we added 45, so it's 165, then plus the 35, so we had 200,000.
My cousin babysits Wave and Culture. She gets paid $3,000 a week.
$3,000 a week for 52 weeks. That's $186,000 a year. So now we went from 200,000.
Hey, your cousin living right.
6,000. So now that is 386,000 for babysitting, drivers, and school. That's it. 386,000 for babysitting, drivers, and school. And it's only for 2 kids. Remember, she has 3, but the third is very small. Okay.
The nanny.
And then look, like I said, I'm not finna really go into her pockets like that because I don't give a shit. Make me get mad and say I want to go get my own money. Shout out to Cardi B. But shout out to this comment right here. Her net worth is 3 to 4 times as much as his. Why would he really be paying anything towards that? If the situation was reversed, would people expect her to be paying anything? And this is what I'm saying, where we're in this conundrum of stereotypes. And the sad reality is all the stereotypes we have against each other are true, but we're taking it, instead of trying to work through it, we're taking the performative mirror and going, hey, look at what you're doing. Look at what you're doing. You're not doing it right. This is how you do it, instead of trying to work through it with each other. And I think that's the whole problem with relationships now. So let me show you what she said. This is what she said. Here we go.
It was becoming a liability. You know how many weak-ass rap bitches, from the biggest to the lowest, I feel like all they had, because, you know, a bitch can't sub me for nothing. A bitch can't talk shit about me for nothing. You know what I'm saying? I'm a bad bitch from head to motherfucking toe. Bad bitch from head to toe. I could rap. I do numbers. My kids look cute. I got good jewelry, good cars, property owner. You know what I'm saying? A bitch can diss me or play me in nothing. Bitch can talk about shit about me in nothing. There was every single time they talk shit about me was because of one thing. When you start becoming a liability and you start to get in between my work, I could even diss these whack bitches. Because every single time I diss them, they always bring up that one fucking thing. Shit was becoming a liability.
Hold up. What thing?
Fucking person. I was getting in between my work. I'm not gonna lie and not say that motherfuckers wasn't helping me with my work. When I say helping, I'm not talking about writing or none of that shit. Just helping me. Because we did help each other with our jobs. But it's that you helping me and yet you destroying me at the same time. Because from the smallest bitches with no fucking certification, with no nothing, with talentless as fuck, will diss me just over one person. It had to go. You becoming a liability to my work, you gotta go. Now these bitches gonna pay, because now y'all can't talk shit about nothing.
Yeah, I mean, the sad reality is, you know, we live in a society where our jobs dominate most of our life. So at the end of the day, you got to put your job first. At the same time, personally, the way I feel, that's still his baby mother, his wife, whatever the case may have you. I feel like they should have worked it out, but that's just me. I understand what it's like to be with somebody and they just be on some bullshit. I'm not saying Offset on no bullshit. I'm saying we don't know the full story, but that's pretty much it for the morning show. I heard them talk about money. I got to go get this money. Y'all donate if y'all want to donate. If you can't donate, hit the like button. Let us know what you think. Tell me what I could do better as a podcaster, as a streamer. Past that, we back in here. I'll probably be back in here about 6:30, 7 maybe, because I got to go to the gym later. But yeah, I got to go get this money, man. Shout out to you if you tuned in, man. If you tuned in, you are the resistance. You are the core. This is the Blac Pill Podcast. Yes, sir. Deuces.